Ever wondered why a small number of causes often lead to a large portion of the effects in our lives? This phenomenon is no coincidence, but a principle known as the Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, is a concept that was first introduced by an Italian economist named Vilfredo Pareto in the late 19th century. Pareto noticed that approximately 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. Intrigued by this disparity, he decided to delve deeper. Pareto's observations didn't stop at land ownership. He expanded his research and found that this principle held true in other aspects of life as well. For instance, he noted that 20% of pea pods in his garden produced 80% of the peas. This principle has since been extrapolated and applied to many other areas. In the realm of business, it often holds that 20% of a company's products or services generate 80% of its profits. In the world of software, it's often found that 20% of the bugs cause 80% of the crashes. Scene script. Simply put, the Pareto Principle suggests that in many situations, a small number of causes are responsible for a large proportion of the effects. However, it's important to remember that the Pareto Principle is not a hard and fast rule. The ratio is not always exactly 80-20, sometimes it might be 70-30 or 90-10. The key takeaway is that there is often an imbalance between inputs and outputs, causes and effects, effort and results. Now you might be wondering, how can this principle be applied in your life? Well, understanding the Pareto Principle can help you focus your efforts and resources on the areas that will yield the most significant results. You can identify the 20% of your work that leads to 80% of your results and concentrate more on those tasks. To sum up, the Pareto Principle, or the 80-20 rule, is a concept that suggests a small number of causes often lead to a large portion of the effects. This principle can be found in various aspects of life, from business to gardening. By understanding and applying this principle, you can optimize your efforts and resources to achieve maximum results. So next time you're finding it hard to prioritize tasks or allocate resources, remember the Pareto Principle. It might just be the key to unlocking a more effective and efficient way of doing things. And who knows, you might just find that the biggest results come from focusing on the smallest details.